Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Joe podcast. This is a space where we explore fresh perspectives. We have conversations on spirituality, purpose, leadership, fitness, and technology. And today I'm seated with two very exciting, very amazing, very popular music artists. Very sure. Very sure. Very excited to have all of you in the building. So let us start off with a brief introduction of yourself. So tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Let's go. Let's start with you.
Okay, my name is Breeze, that's my stage name.
The place of the most high.
My full name is Chineke Paul up there. I'm from New York State, and I'm a family of four boys. We're all true.
The one this for this.
Yeah, I studied there, studied computer engineering. Yeah, engineer.
Wow. Okay, over to you, Felipe.
You already mentioned my name, right?
Like, oh, smart.
But Fede is not your name now. Fede is your stage name. Let us
Hey.
really Fede is your name.
I hope one of my fans will not punch you for saying Fede is your name. Alright, guys. My name is Faith Johnson, aka Faith J. I am a teacher. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a musical artist, a performing, recording artist, and I do a lot of things.
A lot of things.
So, like I said, I'm popularly known as Faith J, and I am from Taraba State, but I'm based in Abuja now. I'm from a family of four. I'm the first in my family. Yeah, the first to record the music, right? Alright, so yeah, and I'm so proud. I'm making my family proud.
Yeah. So what did you study? Where did you school?
Okay. I schooled at the Taraba State University, and I studied mass communication.
Wow, that's interesting. So you are the person who studies mass communication is called what?
That's right.
Okay, so your profession actually fits in with your music career. So but for Eddie, being an engineer, how do you mix music and engineering together?
So first and foremost, I'll start by saying music has always been my passion. Right from when I was small, I grew up in an environment where everybody sings, and I developed a love for it. So growing up, parents always want you to venture in a particular field where they feel like this is the main thing for their kids. And my dad told me that you need to study engineering because my younger brother is a medical doctor. The last one is as like the next month. But they said, okay, you need to do engineering. But for me, I've always wanted to do music. And the fact that I'm good in mathematics, how to solve a problem. So they said, okay, we can do this. I just found the passion.
Wow. Wow, that's very nice. We're going to get to there because I would love to know how how blending music and engineering goes. But before we get there, I know a lot of our audience will be screaming now, ask him. So let me just ask him now.
Oh, what question? This one is saying
Because I have a lot of questions for you.
yeah, interview, but like both of us are on this spot. But really asking you
Study maths, and I've been looking for you to solve my problem.
this time, the problem I solve is problem that brings money.
So just come with your cash. You come with your Okay, so the question is this: are you single? Are you married? Or are you searching?
Okay, right now I'm single. Yeah, but like I said, I'm searching. I think I'm more focused on my goal right now. You understand? And at the same time, if I see the right person, I can work it together.
Okay. Wow. So you hear that Eddie is single and potentially searching.
I hope this is not another new song you know. So I say you're single.
Okay, you see someone that does it very well. Someone that does it very
You're
well.
single. You're not whining us.
I'm not whining. Okay, what about you, Fede?
Oh, okay. I discovered my talent when I was in school. I was very young, at the age of 12. I had coordinating a mass fire. All right. So I was more like a conductor of the mass fire, not what do they call it? Not the one they play band, the sound part of it.
Choral.
Yeah. So I was in that choir, and at that young age, I was given a responsibility of what do they call it? Like leading, yes, conducting. That's what we call it. Yeah. So as of then, I didn't really discover that okay, this is one part I need to work on. So my then shocking.
Okay.
I started music because I was heartbroken.
Wow.
Heartbreak fell with me.
So many stories of heartbreak.
Yeah. So before I went into that music, when I was proud to that time when I was conducting, I graduated from secondary school. I went to the university and also I joined choir from one of the campuses there, and I began singing with them. Then later, my boyfriend broke my heart, and I went, to wine time. I was always going to the studio to, back up some, prominent singers. Yeah, I had a cousin brother of mine who was actually producing music, and sometimes he just call me and say, "Faith, where are you? Come to the studio now." And I just take this like for him. So I was writing out a lot of artists that was coming to the studio to record. And one day I was like, you know what? Why am I doing this for these people? Can I just try something? And when I played it for someone, I was like, oh, this is nice. I was like, hey, so you mean this is good? That was how it started,
Wow.
Yeah, not like I was seeing it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very touching.
So I had to blend music. I was teaching because, I was a teacher then schooling. So I was doing these three things.
So all of your role always involve, publicity. You're always on the limelight,
yes.
Always presenting to others.
Yeah, sure.
So when you look back at your childhood, what's the fondest memory of childhood you have?
Fondest memory of childhood was just that choir in that conductor. Because my dad was a policeman. Sorry, he passed on. Yeah, and I don't even want to start talking about the experience because, of course, if your dad is a policeman, you have to respect yourself when he's around. So it was more like, if they would tell me that today I'll stand before God, because even in church then, I don't go like this to go and give offering. When it's offering, I'll pass my offering to my neighbor and come because I was very shy person. So I didn't want to see me standing for the crowd, people cheering me and me performing, doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I think I can actually relate to that because I grew up, I think on the later part of my life, I grew up with my grandfather. My grandfather was a very strict person. So he's kind of person like, just stay in the house, come back from class, stay in the house. So I wasn't very social. So if anyone had told me that I'll be doing, something like this, standing or sitting before people and just speaking, I wouldn't have believed it because I was always kind of hidden, always kind of reserved, always separated from the world.
I guess once you start discovering yourself.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So what about you? What's the fondest memory of childhood you have?
Okay. To be honest, my childhood memories are much, but there is one that really stands out till now. I called my auntie the other day while I was talking to her. She reminded me how I used to construct people. Like how I used to construct people from my childhood. Wow. The way she listened to my everything, like, I knew that it was very cool. Because she said that the only thing that calms me down then music. And it resonated so much that I couldn't do any of that thing I said. You understand? So even when even when I go to school, I was the one heading the music department. From primary school, I used to be able to do any kind of competition when it comes to music, and I was always committed. Down to the church. So I started doing music in the church. I was singing in church, conducting choir. So when I got to university, I ran the music director position for 3 years. I was where I learned how to manage stage my stage performance, my stage performance. So it has been something very, very interesting looking at and how it grew. The memories of childhood, awesome.
So you have so many happy memories.
When it comes to music, you understand when it comes to music. So,
Listening to you, it shows that you have always been an educationally bright person. So you've always been this person that knows what he was doing educationally,
Very
intellectually. So that explains how you're able to fuse engineering and music.
I had to play balance on both of them. In school, because while in school, I managed some positions. I was the general secretary for my college engineering faculty. Yes, and I was the music director for my church. Then I was also doing my business also. So I learned how to manage everything, how to balance everything, and I knew that time was the only thing that will stand out. If I'm able to manage my time, I'll be very, very productive in everything I do. So engineering was something that I love doing because I love putting structures together. And if you check my lyrics, you'll find out that I'm very, very intentional with every lyrics I write. So I like to structure my lyrics, my rhythms, my melody. So I believe engineering also shapes. He had a role he played in my music life. You understand? Knowing how to structure,
Like an architect.
like knowing how to structure your words, putting it out there, that's it. So really resonate with people. That was something outstanding.
So that's what you mean when you say you create melodies that make memories.
Exactly.
Wow. So now I understand. So it's not more of a something you do for fun. It's actually something that is well structured, well
Very
planned.
intentional.
Wow.
Very intentional. Every track is an intentional. We don't just put out track just for fun.
Wow. Okay, so Fede, what motto would you say drives you while you're making music?
Okay, what inspires me the most is sometimes I look at the book. One. Secondly, a lot of times I write my songs. So I'll sit down and figure out. Sometimes I listen to a lot of things. Yeah, like a lot of musicians, and if I pick a song that inspires me, just know that song is not great. I will have to replay. I'm a very creative person. So I can listen to a beat right now and I can use his own lyrics to create my own lyrics.
Wow.
So that's my person. So I am inspired by him. In fact, I'm very looking at that video. In fact, I have my songs already. Let me tell you before you see me. Yeah. So you can. I'm inspired by him. Because I have a good voice.
Wow.
Yeah. And being on fire also helps me to just to be that crazy. Like, you understand? If you're playing the keyboard now and saying, oh Lord my God, I'm already figuring out what to do that, oh Lord my God, you get it.
Yeah.
So a lot of things inspire me. Sometimes I can just sit down and look at the status of the country, like the state of union on the country, and like, okay, I need to do a song on hope. I need to do a song on this. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, the situation of a particular person helps me, inspire me to, because I believe that, okay, this person is going through this. I need a song that can motivate this person. You understand? So I don't just limit myself to just being inspired by the people.
So you find inspiration from that.
From diverse, yeah.
So as the first child, the first daughter of the family, how did that leadership role shape your mindset as an artist?
Let me come to this part, which I never mentioned, that all my life I had always wanted to be a footballer. My mom almost was one thing. If I see a football game, you won't get my attention again. I will just be, I'll try to. So because right from my secondary school, I was playing football. So I was always there. When it's football, hey, you see me there.
So you love football, what are you doing?
I don't understand. So I love football so much. Now, I'm coming from the north where it is seen, or they have this perspective that a woman's role ends in the kitchen or in a husband's house. You understand?
Yes.
So it's quite, it's a little bit challenging for someone like me, coming from the north, where you don't even accept all the things that say, hey, you drink that baby, like, what are you doing outside?
Yes.
So, I have to put myself together. Took a lot of sacrifice. Like, I know my parents, I know friends. I had this fight with my uncle, and look at them like, what are you doing? Sometimes I just go to my mom and say, you know, because she's the first in her family as well. You are allowing faith to be the same, you know, exposing herself to a lot of people, this, that. So I know how many times my mom called me and said, okay, this woman came to the house and said, what are you doing? Do you believe in me? Now I push them to accept it. Whether they like it or not, this is my faith. This is me.
Oh, your name is Grace.
Yes, this is me. And if you like me, fine. If you don't like this, it's up to you. Because you need to like it. If I decide to say, okay, I'm not going to go for fashion. Let me just follow what everybody is saying. This one will come and say, oh, you must because my dad wanted me to be a pilot.
Wow.
My mom wanted me to be a doctor. So who should I follow? Yes. So at a point in time, other people's opinion might not really matter. I'm not saying yes, never matter. You understand?
Yeah.
I never said they were not making sense. But I'm just saying that it wasn't easy being this person with him. You
A lot
understand?
of trouble.
Yes, it took a lot of struggle. You know, couple of the fact that I'm coming from the north, that's another thing.
And especially as the first child.
You did. Some people look at you and say you are finished. You get.
Yeah.
So just like I said, it took a lot.
So does that mean you come from a Muslim family?
I'm not coming from a Muslim family. Though my family is more like not limited to Christian or Christianity rather. My mom's immediate sister is Muslim. So we have Muslims in our family, we have Christians.
That's why there's
you know,
that's
there's
diverse.
a free world, diverse, religion.
So till they look at you and still say you're finished.
Yes, now. Because they are not seeing what I'm seeing.
Yes.
You understand? So
They want you to live their own life.
I've had times where I just want to give up. As important as I am, I mean, we pick up our phone and call me. Come back home, or your home is complaining. Come back home.
Okay, so Eddie,
Yes.
you're also the first son.
So how come we are now?
I don't know.
How did that leadership
Fit is playing out.
How did it shape your mindset as an artist, being the first son?
I have to be very sincere with you. It was challenging, taking this path as the first son, knowing that a lot of people are looking up to you, and narrating it along the African culture, where most parents don't believe that music is something that somebody can do for a living. I'm telling you,
Yes.
till date, they're still having that doubt that I don't think music is the right way or the right path for someone to follow.
Even after you've gone to school as a
I'm telling you. So taking up this responsibility was not easy at all. But there was something that kept on ringing in my head, that I want a name that will open doors for my family. Do you understand? Because I didn't just start music just for fun, as I told, like, the fun part of it is there because it's what I love doing, but I was intentional because I knew that when you have a good name sells more than anything.
Yes.
You understand? And I saw my brothers, the doctor, the architects, the econom, all of them, and my extended family. I wanted a name that would give them platform in anywhere they go in the world.
You want to stand out.
They must stand out. You understand? So, and doing that has helped me to believe in myself, regardless of what people throw at me. I just need to stand strong. I don't know how they see me now. Maybe some of them are seeing me as if I'm a wayward child. You get, but I believe consistency, prayers, and believing in yourself will always make things work out. And don't forget, when you finally get to that peak you're going, because it's a continuous process. When you get to that point, they are the one that will first celebrate you.
True.
Now they will celebrate your tenacity. the ability to resist. You understand? So sometimes a little bit of rebel is not bad
Yeah.
to achieve success. So that position as a first son is challenging because even my brothers are still looking at, "Brother, how far, how is it going? This your music." They are looking up to because everything I do, they look up to me. Everything I do as a first boy, they look up to me. And my parents will always tell me, "You must not fail. In the Igbo culture, you must not fail. Because if you fail, yeah, you're you can imagine, you understand." So it was a challenging situation, but I know that the time will come, all this thing will pass.
You know, at the end of the day, it's the rebels that end up changing the narrative.
Yeah.
If you look at so many of the changes that happen in the world today, they came about as people, from people who decided to not follow the path that every other person.
And don't get me wrong, these things, they are doing it out of love.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't get me, they are doing it out of love.
They don't want to see you get lost.
Because at the end of the day, they want you to succeed.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And they are being very, very protective about, but you just need to take the risk.
You need to know what you want and go for
You need to take the risk and know what you want, go for it and achieve it.
So your song, Work Hard, Stay Humble, is trending everywhere. Right?
Yes.
Can you tell us what inspired that song?
So, Work Hard, Stay Humble is an awesome song. I did that song with Magneto, Mr. Raw. You know Mr. Raw, Magneto, and Charlie as the boy, with my boss in US, Hate Music. Yes, Hate Music Entertainment. He's the one that came up with the whole concept. You understand? Then we blended it together. So, people work so hard.
Yeah.
People really work so hard in this part of the world. And looking at the government, looking at what is going on in Nigeria, you just need somebody to encourage you. And the only way we can pass out our information, our message is through music.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And that is a song of hope. I call it Hustler's Anthem. Do you understand? Because if you keep working and you don't have somebody that encourages you, that tells you that, bro, keep doing what you're doing and be humble, the time will come you might start looking at yourself as a failure because there is no external voice talking to you. So at every point in time, you need an external voice to encourage you, to push you, because we all are humans, and one way or the other will fall out of way. You understand? So that song is a message for every individual who finds something doing, and also believing in yourself that not only working hard will get you to where you're going, humility will sustain it. Because when you're humble, you eat the fruit of the land.
Yeah.
You can work so hard, and if you're not humble,
You end up
losing everything.
Yeah.
So your humility is something that will take you further. Because right now there are a lot of moral decadence going on. A lot of moral decadence going on, and we need to push out information. We need to push out messages that teach people, especially the younger generations, that hard work, humility, consistency really pay. So these are that's the.
So I think we take away from everything you said so far is that it's as important to stay humble as it is to work hard. But they are both important, equally
intertwined. Yeah.
So Feji, your song Be Mine, I listened to it and it was such a beautiful song.
Yeah.
So can you tell us what inspired that song as well?
Okay. Be Mine. Just like I said, I write songs. I can be inspired by the beat. I can be inspired by anything. I can be inspired by love. So can I say Be Mine was actually written out of love. All right.
Okay.
So I just saw this person I like, and I wish the person was in my life. That's all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. So did it work out?
But because a lot of times people look at me and be like, she's Feji. No, not to stop. She not going to give me problem. Do you get?
Okay.
No, I'm just being honest here.
Of course. Yeah.
Someone can be out there looking at you, and the person is in love with you. But the person sometimes be like, okay, because you're a celebrity or you're a big name, you understand? make I no go, make she no go disrespect me. It's so common with you men. Why are you looking at me like this as if you don't know what I'm talking about? Do you understand? No, I'm just being plain.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of times where someone will just tell me, do you know that this guy like you? But you understand? Say, because sometimes people even walk up to me and say, I prefer you being Faith J than Faith Johnson than being Faith J. I like the Faith, not the J. I say why? So that Faith J is making your head sharp. You understand?
It's insecurity.
You get, yeah. So sometimes, a lot of times I just wish that you understand? It's not about the title. It's not about the status. Why can't you just give love a chance? I'm like, okay, if you love this person, come on. I believe in that. Let me shock you. There's this guy I was loving in church, like that was like 3 years ago, and we were always bumping into each other. And I told myself, you know what? One day I will talk to this guy one day. Like, you understand? Yeah, I'm being plain. Like, okay, he loves me, but you don't look at me like.
You know he loves you.
How do I know? Okay. Let me shock you. 3 years later, he was one that walked up to me to tell me, like.
So the connection, the energy.
Yeah, I can feel the energy.
Feel the energy.
I told one of my colleagues, I was like, because she's far older than me, in age. I was like, Mommy, I bumped into this guy again, and she's like, you mean it? I did not talk to him. I said, he did not talk to me. So she was like, you know what? Find a way to just make this guy know that you're liking him. You understand? And I had to invite her to my church. She came. I said, that's the guy. And that same day, something happened that we bumped into each other again. So the old man was just laughing. She said, that boy like you. You understand? So one day, it just happened. That, he was like, I like you, this kind of stuff. I'm not saying we're dating. Why is it doing like this? Do you get? So let's give love a chance. You understand? You can be someone. Yeah. Somebody wouldn't even know that you love the person if you don't open up. Yeah. You understand?
So I think that's a hint,
It's a hint for me. Yes.
Shoot your shot, though.
Shoot your shot, though. I'm very single.
So why is it only ladies they shoot shot? Shoot shot now.
We can only give you signs, so for you to coach.
Me?
Yes.
I thought you just said now that you are single but not single.
I didn't say I'm not. I said I didn't hear what I said. I said as the rave go.
Yes.
See the right one.
So both clients are open. Shoot your
yes.
Yeah, just shoot your shot.
Shoot well, child.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be hosting the Abuja Musical Rave Festival.
Yeah.
And it's a very major event under your brand.
Yeah.
What does the event mean to you personally?
Okay. Prior to this time, I've been hosting this event for over 7 years.
Okay.
I hosted it twice in Taraba State.
Wow.
So when I moved to Abuja, the first time I hosted it at Cookies Mall, Utako here. Okay. Yeah, then it was Cookies Mall. So this event means a lot of me, and what inspired this event was the fact that a lot of times people invite you for shows as an upcoming artist. You get there and they don't give you the platform to perform, or they disrespect you. And as a female, I felt like okay, I should be given a voice. I should be given this platform. You understand?
Yeah.
So sometimes we feel like, okay, you have the talent and people have the platform and they don't want to give you that platform. I say, you know what? I'm going to create my own brand. I'm going to create my own platform. I can perform 100 times. Nobody will stop me. Yeah. So that was what inspired that. And I wasn't just looking at myself. I want to create a platform for the upcoming artists. That's why if you look at my show, I have the list of upcoming artists. Everybody wants to show himself or herself. Yeah. And that is big for me.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That is the essence. And I'm not looking at, musical because we started with just few persons and today we're here. We have a lot of people. Like this year, we have, the likes of Jesse Jacks coming, wow. the OGs, wow. 1 or 2 persons, the likes of Shaylo. These are people that when I was growing up, I was looking up to them, but today they're here on my platform. Do you get?
Yeah.
So it's big for me.
And it all came about as a result of seeing challenges from a different
consistency.
So some people will look at that challenge and just go out. They will not feel bothered. Just like
exactly.
Yeah.
When you saw it and you decided, okay, I can actually do something about this.
Yeah, sure.
And today, that move you made is actually making impact.
Yeah, sure.
So, Eddie, you're going to be releasing a new 5-track EP
Exactly.
on the 29th of November. I can't
Yeah.
wait. Boy, what should your fans expect on that day?
Okay, that same day we'll be having Abuja Connect party
Yes.
with DJ Flex.
Wow.
That same day, my fans, my community should expect nothing but the best. Musically is going to be awesome. Lyrically is going to be fantastic, and the performance is going to be top notch. So just get your tickets and come on the 29th. We're going to shut down Abuja. Funny enough, you send beat with Faith.
I'm telling you. So now I'm lost between who should I go to?
You will come.
Just put yourself,
It wasn't really, at the beginning, it wasn't really like that. My event was supposed to be 30th.
Yeah.
So, because of one or two challenges, I had to bring it down to 29. And I'm really feeling so, not like I'm excited about the show, but I'm not excited that I am not going to be fully involved in Eddie's show. Eddie is the family now, so do you understand?
And I'm also going to be fully involved in our show.
Yeah, and he's not going to be fully involved in my show because, we had these things drafted out.
Yeah.
But it is just like something is trying to pull us apart that day.
Well,
So,
I know that it only gets better from here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, preparing for a project like this, there are a lot of challenges that we face. How do you deal with those challenges?
Okay. First and foremost, I pray a lot before anything. Yeah. So most times, if I'm faced with challenges, I just go into my secret place or my quiet place and just talk to God, because music is creativity. It's from celestial.
Spiritual.
It's spiritual.
Yeah.
You understand? And for everything that concerns creativity, it does not exist with people. You are bringing it from a different realm.
Yeah.
So be ready for challenges. You understand? So how I cope with my challenges is I just pray about it and I rest. Like I'm a very, very like the way I operate is quite, I don't know. Sometimes I even ask myself, guy, how do you do this thing? I rest.
And let God take charge.
Before you know, if I keep pondering it in my heart, the way God will just make for it is how I don't just know how it happens. But my resting does not mean I don't make calls. Does not mean I don't reach out to people.
But you're not worried.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
That's a very, very spiritual state.
Yeah, I'm not worried. But if you need me in any point in time, you find me. I must be there, but I'm not worried. If you disappoint me, I'm not worried. You understand?
Yeah.
If you don't give me money, I'm not worried. I will move on.
Wow. There's so much to learn from that.
Yeah.
You don't have to face challenges from the standpoint of worry.
No.
You go with it with the mindset and the attitude that God is in charge, God is in control. So you just do your best and leave the rest for God. As you said, you pray and then you pray.
So I will cite an instance for you. There's this person I've been trying to reach for one of our executive tickets. The person declined like 3 times. Finally, he was the one that called me. I started apologizing and said he's so sorry that the last time I called him that I said, no problem, sir. Where should I come and meet you? Give me location. Even send me transport.
Wow.
And it happened.
Yeah.
That's so far. So I have just 2 final questions before we end the show. What is your bigger vision beyond beyond everything you're doing as an artist? What is your bigger vision?
Okay. I just don't do stuff for the meantime. I look at the future. So, just like I said, musical rave was just Taraba musical rave, and now Abuja musical rave. So imagine where it will be.
London musical rave.
Thank you. So that's one thing with FJ. I don't quit.
Wow.
I don't quit.
Wow.
So when I put something, ahead of me, I make sure that thing is done. Abuja musical rave was just a dream, and now it's reality. And just like I said, there are people coming for this show that prior to this time, I was just seeing them on TV. In fact, there was one of my Abuja music wave that I have always loved. What's that his name? Kelvin Sapp's comedy, because he's, he
Kevin
fused,
Sapp.
yeah, he fused in music.
Music.
So, back in the day, I just watched him and Kenny Black do their stuff on
I
TV.
remember. Yeah.
Guess what?
He's coming.
One of my Abuja music wave, Kevin Sapp walked into the hall and collected the mic and started emceeing the show.
Wow.
And that was the first time of me seeing him. He just walked in. And I was like, and he was like, okay, what do you need me to do? This was like a dream.
Wow.
So I see Abuja Music Wave standing out, across borders. You get like going global.
Sure.
Yeah, I see me watching Abuja Music Wave, London Music Wave.
Yeah, so
You understand?
that's preparing your ticket.
Manchester Music Wave.
I'm telling you.
You understand? Spain Music Wave. China. So that's me. I don't yeah, I don't think. And as for my musical career personally, I see me, sharing the stage with the likes of Chris Brown, Nicki.
Wow.
Someday, see what is gonna just call me and say, you know what? I heard they call you Tiwa Tarawa.
Mm-hmm.
You get?
Yeah.
I want us to have a conversation,
Wow.
and it will happen.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because I don't quit.
And you
Yeah.
look like Tiwa in the
Start
ocean.
small and you grow from there.
Yeah.
So what about you, Eddie? Beyond the stage, beyond the lights, what is the bigger vision?
I'm a superstar.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's a declaration, a bold declaration.
I'm a superstar. Next 10 years, from now to 10 years, Africa.
I would even say 10 years is too far.
10 years is too far.
Let's say 2 years, there's nothing goes.
Yeah, it won't be long.
Yeah.
One of the artists I sincerely want to work with is Wizkid.
Wow. So you're a big fan of whiskey.
Yes.
That's very nice. You actually look like whiskey. The height and
You call him Eddie Baby.
Oh my god. Then when it comes to my line of song, I want to be the one go ahead or one call ahead for all elites wedding in Africa, then the world.
You're going to perform at my wedding now.
My
You see that wedding I went for in India. If I was in his position, I was the one. That wedding, he called me and told me that since you're not coming, let me just go and do it. It was my wedding now. That 4 billion they paid that guy.
That was massive.
Okay, so wrapping up this episode, what's the final word of advice you give to our listeners right now who is aspiring to become an artist like yourself? So you go and then she will go.
So first and foremost, I would say carve out your niche is very, very important. You can learn from people, but make sure that you're very, very authentic in what you're doing. Your niche is very important. That will differentiate you from every other person. There are sounds and there are noises out there. Depends on what you want to do. If you want to make good music, if you want to make good sound, you need to have a niche. Let people know you for something. You shouldn't fit yourself under someone's shoe. The sky is large, and it can contain everybody.
Yeah.
So your niche, you must carve out your niche, and you must be consistent and always show up. And always show up. Also, be hardworking and be humble. That alone will take you to places. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Clock it.
Okay,
Yeah. So as for me, I will tell you, talent is good, but it's not enough. Hard work. Now, a lot of times, artists will just sit down and be like, I want to be a star. And you don't have a side hustle. You're not working. And you just want the stardom to come on you. Pow.
No what?
It doesn't work. I told you I was actually into teaching. I was schooling. I was into music. You understand?
Yeah,
it takes a lot for you to be up there. Consistency. A lot of times, your friends will not share. They will not like.
They
will criticize you the most to demoralize you.
But actually, that's why they're there to criticize you.
You understand? Just like you said, don't give up, because they're just there to strengthen you. Sometimes, when when this event was coming up, one of my friends said, this, I said, I just 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey Jay, calm down. I said, that's fine. We're holding this event, period. So be consistent, be passionate about what you're doing. If you don't love what you're doing, you will drop it very soon. You will drop it on your way going up.
Exactly.
So that passion will have to drive you to your destination. So if you're not passionate about what you're doing, please drop it. All right. So you have to be passionate. You have to be consistent. You have to be hardworking. Push it. Don't let anyone stop you. That's my final word for you. Thank you.
I've actually learned so much from this conversation. So much, And from you saw challenges from a different perspective, and you
Yeah.
actually turned your challenges now into stepping stone, and you're going higher and higher every day. And I really look forward to seeing you on a higher pedestal. Every
You're
single day.
sure.
Yeah. So Eddie, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much for it. It's really
Thank
been
you.
a very wonderful conversation, and I look forward to having you on my wedding.
And me too.
I will give you a discount.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So your social media handles, how do they follow you?
Okay. For me, on IG, I bet I am Faith_J.
Okay.
Yeah. I am Faith_J.
Okay.
So you can find me on TikTok, Faith J. You can find me on what's that? SB Faith J. You can always find me TikTok and all of that.
Okay, all of the handles will be attached to the description. So even if you don't get it now, you'll see this. What about you, Eddie?
Eddie Blaze on IG, Eddie Blaze on TikTok, Eddie Blaze on Snap, Eddie Blaze on X and Facebook.
You're everywhere. You're going to blaze the continent.
Bro, we need to burn it off, man.
Flames.
Yeah, Eddie Blaze.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
So also go listen to our songs, Eddie Blaze.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Audio Max, Spotify.
Yeah,
We have them everywhere. YouTube.
YouTube as well.
And don't forget to get your tickets for the musical rave.
Oh, my brother. Please buy
Abuja
tickets.
Connect.
Buy tickets.
Buy tickets.
Abuja Connect Party
Yeah.
on the 29th of November. If you're in Abuja, make sure you connect.
Sure.
Let's have good
And make
time.
sure you rave with me.
So you just choose who you want to shoot your shot and go.
Yeah, it's all
Okay,
good.
yeah,
Thank
thank you
you
so
so
much.
much. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
I